What is up, UB2Bs? Today I have for you a couple of prop replica Colt 1848 Dragoons. Now, on this YouTube channel, I typically do knife reviews like switchblades, butterfly knives, and spring assists, but I occasionally do costume stuff and prop weapons. And of course, I have these Dragoons here. Now, they're pretty cool. And what you want to do when you get Denix ball and cap revolvers is you want to shake them to see if they're wobbly. Both of these are solid as hell. I got a Colt Army when I was like, I don't know, a few years ago, 5 years ago, and it had a shake loose problem, whatever you call it, a shake problem or something of the sort. And then I got Colt Navies about year and a half ago, and those had the loose, shaky problem. But these Dragoons do not have that problem whatsoever. They are pretty damn solid guns. And what I love about these guns, I don't know if it's going to be true for all the Dragoons that they sell, but it sounds pretty damn good when you cock the hammer, which is pretty rare for Denix guns, in my opinion. And it's good for both of them. And I think if you actually were to buy those red caps and put them on the nipples here, these little pins, I think it would actually work as a cap gun, because I'm pretty sure the hammer meets the pin, I think, on Dragoons. That's not the case for all Denix ball and cap revolvers, and they actually have not a modification, but they have little shells you can buy for the peacemakers, so you can put caps on them. And somehow these guys here on this YouTube platform actually have the Civil War golden caps. I think they get them from some sort of reenacting website. I can't find them, so the little plastic red ones are good enough for now. Now, I'm pretty sure with these revolvers, you put it in half cock like a real gun, and it moves, the cylinder moves. In real life, it wouldn't move otherwise. And it can move now, except for the fact the hammer's blocking it. So you kind of have to put it in half cock anyway, which for these is just one click. Whereas on a real one, I'm pretty sure it'd be two to put it in half cock. Now, the loading rod does in fact work. For a prop, it works. It's a little bit hard to get it in there. With my other revolver, though, over here, it doesn't really line up. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. Yeah, it doesn't really line up. So you can force it in there, but I'm not going to. These are just props for my costume, so I don't really care. And yeah, speaking of my costume, I'm putting together a Wild West Carter Slade Ghost Rider costume. It's nothing like from the comic books or from the movie. I just really wanted to put together a Old West costume and then put a skull mask on and go, oh, I'm Ghost Rider, and I can go to Comic-Con and wear it. No one knows who I am, but it's still fun. And I'm kind of basing my costume or getting inspiration from the Saint of Killers from the TV show. He uses walkers, and these are Dragoons. I think Dragoons were the upgrade after the walker. And the walker's a little bit too big, in my opinion. So I kind of prefer Dragoons anyway. And I'm actually, I have custom Dragoon holsters. Well, not custom, quote unquote, sort of custom Dragoon holsters on the way. I ordered them yesterday. And my God, was it hard to find Colt Dragoon holsters where you could buy one left one and one right one and have it fit a 2.5 inch belt and also be black and not be up the ass expensive. Now, something I mentioned in my video of the Colt Navies. Well, first of all, these are really heavy. When you get used to holding these, when you pick up like a Colt Navy, it feels like a freaking feather, you know? I think these are like 4 or 5 pounds, whereas the Colt Navies are what, like 2.5? Well, I don't know, something like that. But the thing that I was about to say is that what they didn't seem to notice in the Civil War, now follow along, people seem to not quite understand what I'm talking about, even though I explain it. I'm not talking about the 1858 Remington Army where you can swap cylinders. With these, I'm sure you could have done it if they would have thought of it. And all guns that kind of have the same make and model. You take out the pin right here, which with these you can't because they're not real. You take the barrel off, and then you can take off the cylinder and put a new one on, put the barrel back on, push the pin back in, and oh shit, you're reloaded. Weird. Maybe they did think of it in the Civil War and it was just too expensive. I have no idea, but they could have done it. Also, this probably isn't new for a lot of you Denix collectors, but Denix did upgrade their grips years ago, so there's only a screw on one side, and it's a lot smaller instead of being two thick screws on both sides. And I believe the barrels are 7.5 inches long. Also, you get kind of a better view of the barrel, and also kind of like that. It's a really thick barrel. See it like that. There you go. Also, if you want to pick up some of these yourself, I highly recommend, where I get mine from, replicaweaponry.com. They tend to have the best deals for all of the Denix stuff, and I hope they get the Denix prop Bowie knives back in stock, because I really want one. They're so freaking cool. It'd be perfect to have one of those like metal but dull blade prop Bowie knives for my costume, but they're all out of stock right now, and I have no idea when they're going to come back, or if they're even going to come back. But they do tend to have all of the Denix prop guns: Civil War, Colonial, Pirate, Wild West. They have Henrys, they have Sharps carbines, they have Winchesters, they have shotguns, sawed-off shotguns. I wish they had the Spencer. That'd be cool, but they don't. I said Henrys, right? Yeah. Anyway, if I remember, I will put the website description, the website link in the description, not to the guns specifically. They're really not that hard to find. You just go to the website, you click those little 3 lines things in the corner, you click Civil War, Civil War guns, and you go to the Dragoons. But I should probably have a link to the website itself. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want. I'm not gonna, push that too hard. If you enjoy knife content, greaser content-ish, I'm not a greaser. I used to be, but I still have greaser content on my page. If you enjoy costume stuff, switchblades, butterfly knives, fake weapons, I'm your guy. So if you want, subscribe. If you don't, no worries. I'll see you in the next video. Maybe. Peace out.